I started reselling with just $150 to see if I could actually make money online. By the end of this video, I'll show you exactly how much I made, what I sold, how much profit I kept, and whether I'd actually recommend reselling if you're starting with almost no money. Let's get into it. A little bit of context. A few weeks ago, I was trying to start a Shopify business. I spent hours building a website, creating branding, and getting everything ready. Then, things didn't really go as planned. Instead of giving up completely, I decided to start reselling. I already had around $150, so I thought, why not see how far I can grow it? The first step was finding something people actually wanted to buy. I wasn't looking for random products. I wanted products that were already trending, easy to ship, looked expensive, and most importantly, had enough room for profit. I spent hours scrolling through Pinterest, TikTok, Depop, and even looking at what other resellers were selling. Eventually, I found a couple products that looked really promising. I compared prices across multiple suppliers, calculated the fees, estimated shipping, and worked out roughly how much profit I could make on every sale. Now came the scary part, actually spending almost all of my money. I had about $150, but after buying inventory, I only had around $30 left. At this point, there wasn't really any turning back. I thought this was going to be the easy part. It wasn't. Because my products were shipping internationally, I had to wait almost 2 weeks. This was probably the hardest part. I couldn't really buy more inventory because almost all of my money was tied up. So all I could do was wait. Finally, the packages showed up. My first impression was actually pretty good. All of my products look one-to-one, and I honestly would cop some for myself. Now I needed people to actually buy them. I probably spent longer making the listings than I expected. Then the waiting started again. First sale, second sale. So, was it actually worth it? So, would I recommend reselling? Honestly, yes, but there's one massive downside: cash flow. When you're only starting with around $150, every time you buy inventory, your money gets locked up for weeks. That makes it really hard to scale. But despite that, I still think this was one of the best ways I found to grow a small amount of money. I'm definitely going to keep going, reinvest everything, and see how far I can take this. If you've made it this far, subscribe because this is only the beginning.